All right, I think we are live here. Good morning. Good morning. Hello and welcome back. I hope you guys joining us for the first time. Welcome to live streaming, folks. Just make sure before we start, we got everything in order this morning. Okay. Make sure I have the sound. Okay, so we do have a nice sound. Excellent. All right. Uh, by the way, just make sure join the live chat as well. We have a ESA first. Okay, first means you are first to the live chat. Excellent. Good. Okay. Let's see here. My favorite machine still on sale right now. Okay, Bravo machine still on sale. This is the Bravo Barista Touch. Selling for 800 this morning. Okay. And then Bravo Barista Express selling for what? 549. And then I have another link for you as well. All right. And then let's see here. Bravo Barista Pro. And I mean, if you go with the black truffle color, you're gonna save about $200. So 649 for that one. So depends. I think regular color is like 800 bucks. Hold on, Jason, I'm on the live streaming. Yeah. All right, buddy. Okay. 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 So that's the friend of mine next door. So I after this I'm gonna go talk to him. But anyway, let's back to regular schedule. Anyway, so this is the Bravo Barista Touch. Okay, so this is the Touch. And here's what we're gonna talk about. Actually, I do want to talk about this one. So this is the latest Bose Tamper. All right. I got this one from during my Houston the Coffee Expo. So hold on, let me show you something else. So Daniel from Bose Tamper. I mean, you guys remember way back when, like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. So Daniel made one for Bravo machines way back when. Okay. And I mean, asking, hey, how hard to make 54 millimeter? Because this is a 58 millimeter Bose temper. This is the automatic. And he told me that, hey, it's not that hard. So he actually made one for 54 with injection molding. And then when I saw him last week, boy, so he come up with this one. So he actually redesigned this. Looks a lot better as well, a lot fancier. Same price, pretty much, right? So this one he's selling for like 200 or 250. So this one he's selling for 250 right now. Okay, 250 bucks. Okay, the reason why I'm showing you guys, not because you guys should buy this. I'm not talking about you should buy this. Okay, I mean any temper works on 54. Any Bravo machine. Okay, but I'm just gonna shut this one up for a second. There we go. Because I'm trying to show you, comes to the coffee tools technology, they're improving. Okay, they're changing pretty much every month. They got so many different tools out, and they said this is one of them. All right, and obviously we got the new coffee machine came out from the fellow, as you saw, serious one as well. I mean, selling for 1,200 bucks. So this thing is what, $800 right now on Amazon. Probably start touch. So I mean, you guys seen this one, right? I think I showed you guys the other day as well. So this the puck press is called Navigator to WDT tools as well. I mean, come on. I mean, how cool is this? They got so many gadgets and tools right now. It's insane. Okay, they're insane. So let's brew some coffee. Okay, and then let's talk about gadgets tomorrow. Okay, let's brew some coffee as well. It's about 40 people watching right now. Again, if you're a first timer, let me know. Okay. We have Israel say Hawaiian Kona coffee. How big isn't big black coffee? Kona coffee. And the fact is, think about Kona coffee. You can only get it from Hawaii. We are talking about 100%. Okay, 100% Kona coffee. So, comes to specialty coffee, guess what? Average price is about 25 and like $35 for specialty coffee, and then you usually get about 8 to 10 ounces at the most. So, yeah. If you're gonna get a big bag, get it from Amazon or get it from Costco. All right. So, I mean, that's again, specialty coffee, you have to pay money. I mean, that's the facts. All right. I mean, like this one here, I got from Brent from Good Brothers Coffee. It's about $20 per like 4 ounce pack. This is Columbia Orange Bourbon. Spectacular, by the way. So this one is really good. Okay. I made with Window Geese last weekend. Man, that's really fantastic. So you know what? So let's brew this coffee with Bratzabers here. I know Marsha mentioned, but the touch does it have? Yeah, yeah, it does. Okay, it does. And how guide you grinder, and does it guide you to grind final course? It does not guide you. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't remember, but I'm gonna brew anyway. But here's the thing about the guide. I mean, two things. If your shot time is too fast, grind finer. Okay. If your shot time is too coarse, too slow, grind coarser. That's all. Okay. It's not hard. All right. But I guess that personally, I don't like, the coffee machine is telling me what to do, which means it's gonna be more. I mean, it's gonna be more, more technology built into your coffee machine. I mean, I don't need more technology. Obviously, simpler is the better as well. So let's go 18-gram dose. Man, if you haven't tried Brent's Columbia Orange Bourbon, I mean, this is just try at least once. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have to try this one. I mean, Brent does a really good job, but time to time, he bring out this wonderful coffee as well. Okay. Mike said problem is the not tasting your coffee even with time grind time. Okay, sour. Okay, and Chris said the grinder like on Bravo, a similar machine. Solace. Do you find grind value to be consistent? That's why I do see. I mean, as you can see, even though I have a hopper, I do single dose, right? So I want that consistency. It's never going to be accurate because it, it does time dosing. All the Bravo machines, all these grinders out there, they're time. Okay, time dosing. So it's not going to be accurate. And sometimes it be a little tricky as well. So especially here, I like to do single dose, but at home, I definitely do time dosing because it doesn't need to be perfect. But at least here, I want to be close as possible. Okay, so let's do espresso here. Grind. Okay, grind has a time. All right, how long? Okay, you are going to grind your coffee for. So let's see. I said what 22.5 seconds. Yeah, like I said, 22.5. So 22.5 which means they are run for 22.5 seconds. Okay, I'm just gonna use my photo filters. This is a IMS shower screen, by the way, not the shower screen, but IMS filter baskets. And comes to my setup here. Okay, I mean this is pretty much fancy as get. All right, a custom portafilter from Posado. Uh, I have the aftermarket basket as well. I have a Saint Anthony Industry, the magnetic temper. So I mean, this is well upgraded. Okay, well upgrade. And just upgrade. The fact is, it's gonna make your coffee taste better. Not really, but I mean, it looks cool. Okay, I mean that's what I like. All right, hold on a second, here, folks. By the way, if you buy brand new Bravo machines right now, that comes with a dosing funnel. Okay, my dosing funnel in the box. I'm using my old dosing funnel here, but here we go. 18 gram going in. This Brata Burrs, he does a really good job with the light roast coffee as well, medium to light. It sounds like they're struggling. It's not, okay? I mean, that's fine. It does sound like it anyway. Yeah, I think I need to go a little longer. You see, I just tapping, get the most, trying to get all the coffees out. Yeah. From here, unfortunately, I cannot use my tools navigator. That's for 58 millimeter. Just use my regular WDT tool. Okay, just like the, okay. I mean, works pretty good. Simply, well, let's turn it on. This tool here. That's it. It's just perfectly temped. Okay. I mean, smells great, by the way. Is that necessary? No, it's not. Okay. But I mean, it is really cool tool and fun to use. I mean, if you own a coffee shop, okay, and not even coffee shop, maybe like coffee cart, right? I mean, I can see people using this. Okay, people see using something like this for your coffee cart. It's a 250 bucks. Okay, because automatic tamper like tuck press is about 600 bucks anyway, the third of the cost. I think I can see that the application for coffee cart. But at home, you're gonna make one or two shots anyway. I don't know. Yeah, what do you guys think? Yeah, let me know in the comment section as well. But I mean, it is just so much cooler than last version. Okay, the last Bose Tamper here. I mean, that's fine. Still works, but yeah, this one is I mean, even better. Yeah. All right, let's put the shot. So this is Columbia Orange Bourbon. Yeah. Obviously, this one has a built-in timer as well. All right. Okay, here we go. So this one you can go manual mode too. So I mean, I really enjoy manual mode. Just hold it down, just press it, change the manual. Right now is doing the blooming right now, pre-infusion. Okay, so this comes with a 9 bar pressure, by the way. I mean, 26 seconds right now. It's gonna be Ristrato shot. Yeah, it's gonna be Ristrato. 33 seconds. So right now my grind setting at number 11. I definitely needs to change it to even, I don't know, like 25. But let's try the Ristrata. Yeah. Smells wonderful, by the way. Yeah. It's gonna be tropical. Tasting is a tropical tasting notes and a lot of peach. That's what I got as well. It's a yellow fruit. So yeah, it smells intense, by the way. Happy Monday and Cinco de Mayo as well. Today's May 5th. Cinco de Mayo, and also what? If you're living in Korea right now, today's a Children's Day, by the way. Okay, today's Children's Day. So a lot of kids, I mean, it's the best day for kids. All the museum parks are free. One I recall way back when, but here we go. Let's give it a try. Wow, this thing is amazing. Yeah, fantastic. I mean, even with the Risotto, they're like, just like Jolly Ranch. I really enjoy that shot. Again, uh, it comes to puck wise, little muddy. That's okay. All right, that's for sure. Okay, here we go. Let's do one more. Okay, we're having fun here, so I'm just gonna clean my photo filter. So, we just brew something light roast coffee, right? Okay. The great thing about the single dose options, you can change your coffee beans anytime you want to. Okay. So, right now, let's see here. So this one is another coffee, Guatemala, San Antonio. Milk duds, graham cracker, and chocolate. Okay, they're very intense. So coffee like this. Right now, I'm grind size number 11. So that's a little coarse. Okay, that's a little coarse there. Here's the thing about the using hopper though. I mean, if you're planning on buying this, in the beginning, single dose option, okay, it'd be easier. You're gonna waste less coffee. Okay. But once you get used to it, understand your coffee grind size well, and then you can start thinking about using hopper. But in the beginning, and stick with the single dose. Okay. I mean, that's my recommendation. All right. Grind size right now. So let's go even 15, 16. Yeah, let's go 16. Okay. Six. So total grind size here, about 30. Okay. It's about 30 grind size. So as you can see, I'm not even doing RDT either, right? No RDT here. Just simply, just, wipe it clean. If you're brand new to the coffee, it can be frustrating sometimes, but it's not too bad, guys. Yeah. We're gonna have some fun with it. I mean, I love this machine, but it gets really dirty, by the way. Okay, here we go. Bratza Burrs, I mean, they're great. Okay. The grind qualities are fantastic as well. Just to, little bit of WDT, not too much. Let me look at that. He does really fantastic job. Right, shot number two. Okay, so I'm trying to shift a 1-to-2 ratio, by the way, with this one because it has a good chocolate tasting notes. Graham crackers. I mean, I do not want to go longer shot on this one. Again, I mean, you can brew. So they have a couple different mode, right? You can go single cup, double cup, and also you can go brew as well, and also you can program it too. But personally, I just hold it down. You see that manual sign? Just press it. Kick into manual mode. Manual mode does you can start and stop, anytime. Okay, and let's stop around 40 gram. So I'm gonna stop around 35. There we go. If I stop at 35 gram, you gotta it's about 5 gram comes down. So I'm at 41 gram. So I mean, look at this beautiful shot here right now. Beautiful crema. Let's give it a try. Cheers, guys. What a contrast between two shots, right? This is very tropical fruit. Okay. This is more like, it's graham cracker, chocolate. This one, I think I might go even finer grind size as well. A little finer. Okay. Oh, comes the time here. I'm at 22 seconds right now. I think I even go even like 23, maybe 24, 20, yeah, maybe 25 seconds, something like that. I think that's what I go with. Yeah. So, I mean, you see this coffee grind came out. I mean, that's normal, by the way. Yeah. Unless if you own an actual single dose grinder. So, but I mean, that costs money. Okay. Again, though, comes to Bratza Burrs on new Bravo machines, they're great. But here's the thing about okay, so I have both. I have old Bravo machines with older style of burrs, and the newer burrs. They're both pros and cons, right? I mean, I like the older birds, really fantastic with like dark roast coffee. Okay, the newer birds are, cleaner. Okay, I think newer birds are more for like, somebody really wants to getting into specialty coffee, like medium to light. So, I mean, that's the thing about grinders, guys. There's no perfect grinder, that's for sure. But I feel like these birds fit into just right on between. I think you're gonna be happy with it. This machine is good enough for definitely in the beginning, beginners for sure, and you're really gonna enjoy. Okay, you're really going to enjoy. If my choice, if I'm gonna get the machine today, I think I go with the Pro. Okay, I feel like a Pro is a better machine. It's fast, has a lot of you can control. You have pretty good control as well. Steam is fantastic too. Man, with a touch. I mean, Touch has automatic milk frothing capable. Okay, so you don't have to worry about frothing your own milk. Has a temperature. I believe it has a temperature control too. I mean, so that thing is I don't know. So it's about $800 today. Usually $1,000. Okay, this thing is usually about $1,000. So 800. Right now, regular Bravo Vista Pro color like this, you're gonna pay 800 as well, about the same price. Okay, so if you are deciding, should I go with the Pro? But if you go with the Black Truffle, Bravo Vista Pro, 670, right? Six something. Okay. But I mean, Black Truffle, if you don't care about colors, go with that color. But if you care about color, if you do care about color, I think I go with, similar color. I don't know. I mean, that's top call. I think if I have choice, I go with the Pro. Okay. Even though this is very hold on, user friendly as well. I mean, they're really fun to play with, but I felt like personally this is a too automated, if you ask me. Okay. I mean, I like having more control. Okay. So anyway, let's see here. We have a Joy. What's Joy say? Okay. Yep. Automatic temper. Yes. I mean, at home, automatic temper is not feasible, but if someone has a coffee cart, it'd be great. Okay, definitely. Jesse, okay, Jesse has dual boiler as well. Joy say, let's see. After using Bravo for a few years, I became a professional barista, and now, okay, oh, KB 90. Okay, Bravo seems less impressive, but still, yeah. I mean, again, I mean, I mean, this is my top machines at home. Okay, They're like, I like to say guilt-free machine, $600, $700. If you don't like, if you don't like making coffee anymore, if you're not passionate about making coffee, you're still going to make good coffee at home. I mean, overall, this is a solid machine. Okay, start with. That's for sure. I'm very curious about the newer fellow machines. I cannot wait to play with it someday. But yeah, okay. And it just yeah. Plus, again, I mean, I'm not a big fan of the screens. Less screens the better. So especially yeah, especially color too. I'm not a big fan of it. Gene say, how much does roast affect your uh how much roast affect your grinds? Always change. Yes, absolutely. Grind. Dark roast coffee versus light roast coffee. Obviously that's different grind size as well. But once you start playing enough, you're gonna get a sense of where you want to start with. I mean, I usually start with halfway, right? About 15 or 16 or 17. I start with that first, and it depends on the shot. I go finer or I go coarser. Yeah. We have a keen. I have a Dura boiler, and my son just got the Pro. Yeah, good. Yeah, Dura boiler is great. Here's the thing about the Dura boiler. Those are a stand-alone espresso machine. You have to buy a grinder as well. So you added cost. So this is $800 right now, out the door, right? Dura boiler is about 1,500 plus. You're gonna spend another what, five to $1,000 on grinder. Yeah, close to $2,500 grinder, coffee machine setup. 2000 to 25. I mean, they are no longer affordable. Okay, if you are spending 2 grand. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Marshall says it's okay. I don't have any espresso machine. Good. I mean, Marshall is all in on coffee, so sometimes people like in halfway, right? I'm not quite there yet, but I want to make good coffee, but I don't want to spend too much time. If those people, yeah, I mean, Bravo machine is a good machine to start. Okay, hold on a second here. Gene say, I'm playing a lot, but sometimes it's stress. Okay, stressing, especially with the bottomless. I mean, here's the thing about the bottomless portafilter, right? As long as you got the good coffee, fresh roast coffee mix definitely helps too. Fresh means it's not 4 or 5 month old coffee. Maybe up to like 2 month old coffee. They are pretty decent. Okay, just use something like this. Okay, WDT tools. Just make sure they clump everything. All right. Especially 54 millimeter is very forgiving as well. Okay, less channeling seems like 58. Just make sure you gotta do, just a little bit of puck prep. You should be fine. Okay. The bottomless portafilter, they're fun to use, but shows you a lot of imperfection. Okay. And, channeling, all this splashing to the side. I mean, that's why, this machine looks so amazing, but you gotta clean it. Okay. You gotta make sure you gotta clean it off. Yeah. I mean, that's why I like the spouted ones, but the downside of the spouted ones, it gets dirty. So make sure you gotta clean it as well, more often than bottomless portafilter. Because bottomless portafilter is so easy to clean, right? Just take it out, just wipe it clean, both sides. But spouted ones, time to time you gotta clean inside, you know. So you gotta give yourself a good clean. But you don't have to worry about channeling with a spotted one. It does. You're not going to see channeling, but it does have channeling, but you don't see it. Okay. But can you tell the difference between shot with the channeling versus not? I mean, that's an interesting one, right? Can you tell the difference in taste? I mean, if you really think about it, especially light roast coffee, I think you may tell, but is that significant enough to? I'm not sure. Okay. I'm not sure. Hold on a second here. Marsha is a keep the notepad. Okay. Grind size. What Jesse does. Durability is, yep, durability is great as well. That's good. We have a yeah, yeah. Okay. I plan to buy dynamic duo. Okay, good. Yep. I mean, that's a good starter. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. The German channel. Okay. English posted a video yesterday making case the dual boilers are about to replace with. Okay. Interesting. Okay, dual boiler and the flow through. Okay, flow through heat. Okay, heaters, right? Which means that that's a like instant, just like much like this, in a way. Thermal block. Okay, thermal block or thermal coil or thermal jet. I mean, that's what Decent has the technology as well. Decent does. You don't have boiler, just like instant hot water. And I mean, it's not new concept. Okay, it's not new concept there, but here's the thing about what that technology, right? I mean, instant hot water technology, you can actually do temperature profiling. Okay, this one doesn't. All right, I bet you, little bit of engineering, Breville machine can do, temperature profiling, someday. But some machines, I mean, actually, you can do it, right? Decent does right now. It does really well. And because the boiler machine, you are dedicated boiler to brew and steam, right? And you cannot, you set a certain temperature. So temperature profiling is out the door. It's not going to happen. But you can do the flow. You can do the pressure. But with the thermal block, since you don't have to worry about the boiler, you can change the flow, pressure, and temperature on the fly. Okay. So again, I mean, that's definitely interesting concept. Temperature does make a big difference in your coffee as well. Okay, if you are using lighter roast, I want something hotter. Dark roast coffee, you don't need too much heat. So yeah, I mean, again, I mean that's makes sense, right? But how much time you wanna spend on making cup of coffee every single morning? Come up with the profile. Yeah. But luckily, if you are into decent community, plenty of profiles out there, plenty. So anyway, let's move on to your other people's phone. Okay, any thoughts on slow feeding? And you know what? Lance did a video on that, right? So Lance just made a post. Yeah, what? Yesterday or today? Slow feeding. Okay, the theory behind slow feeding is you're going to have the grind size going to be more uniform. Okay, so I mean that's the thing about. I mean, if you have like half an hour every single morning to make yourself a nice cup of coffee, okay, slow feed. That's fine. All right. But I mean, if you have, family of four, like my family, I'm using grind by weight. I mean, I don't have time for that. Okay. So as coffee hobbyist, sure, makes sense, right? I know some people out there, even hand grinder, okay, grab like this sideways, all right, and they just grind slowly. Okay. I mean, it's already slow already, right? Hand grinder is already slow, but even slower. They're really slow feed that thing. Can you tell the difference in taste? Maybe, right? Who knows? Okay. I mean, it'd be fun to try. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we should try that sometime this week. Okay. Slow feed. Is that worth, is that worth it? Slow feeding. I guess it'll depend on the coffee as well. If you're drinking dark roast coffee, I don't care less. Okay. Dark roast coffee. But if you are doing the super light roast coffee, very delicate, very fragile tasting notes, makes sense. Okay, I think I definitely go with that, but it should be fun to play with. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on a second. Dot Rock said, I personally don't believe slow feeding. Yeah, is more uniform. I mean, Dot Rock is very practical. Okay. Okay, hold on a second here. Christo say, what? Okay, that's what I do most of time. Okay, with my king grinder. Sure. Sideways, right? Okay, Nikolai said, oh, one, we'll start shipping with a slow feeder upgrade April moving forward. I mean, O one has a RPM control as well with the slow feeding. Man, okay, O one has a 101 millimeter blind burst. I don't get the theory behind it. I don't get it. If you are having a like 64 millimeter, okay, makes sense. O one is a huge bird, all right? And if you set up a lowest RPM, is that even necessary? I'm not sure. With the blind birds, you're gonna get super uniform grind setting anyway with O one. So I don't know. It might be overkill for sure. Okay, it might be overkill. Okay, hold on a second here. Crosta said, yeah, I haven't noticed that much difference in medium to dark. Yeah, ice space rink, especially hand grinder, low to one side. Yeah, making Corso. Yeah, not more uniform. Yeah, Darawaki is correct. Hold on. Kevin said, can you explain changing the bird's grinder setting? Do you keep the inner bird? Okay. So here's the thing about the inner bird setting, right? Hold on, maybe I okay. Let me show you. Okay, hold on. Let me show you guys what Kevin is who's asking. Yeah, Kevin. Hold on a second here, Kevin. Let me grab my old birds if I can find one. Okay, here we go. The Kevin is talking about bird setting. Okay, so when do you when do you change your birds, right? So right now is outer birds at let's say 2 or 3. I mean that's what you are sitting with. It's not you cannot grind fine enough. That's the when you're gonna open up the hopper, take out your birds, and it has the adjustment setting. Okay, I think hold on a second. Yeah, do you keep the internal bird grind setting the same? But no. Okay, you're gonna do all depends on your grinder. Okay, if you cannot get fine enough from the outer side, now it's time to change your birds. Change grinder inner bird setting. Okay. Stock bird setting at number 6 in the beginning. If I were you, I'm gonna change to maybe like 3 or 4. Okay. Once you change that, outer setting is going to change. Okay. Instead of 2, it's gonna be more like 5 or 6. Okay. That's for sure. Right. So I mean that's the when you're gonna change your bird setting. All right. So again, uh, I hope that helps. Okay. All right. Hold on a second here. Okay. Hantu say, what is the blind birds I keep hearing about? Hold on a second. What was the blind birds is just simply has no. Okay, here we go. Here's a 64 millimeter burst right here, right? Okay, so this is a DRC coating, diamond-like coating, carbon diamond. The blind bird has no holes in it. Okay, there's no holes. The covers. Okay, there's no holes in the burst. So this is the regular birds. Blind bird has no holes. Okay, so that's why they're so give you more cutting space as well. I mean, so that's what they are known for. So um, it's gonna make a big difference. I don't know. I think a lot of people did, test on it. But for me, it'd be really hard. Okay, all depends on the coffee. So, but again, give you more cutting surface. All right. All right, let's see. I think, hold on a second here. We have Nikolai talking about the Aiden with the O, Gen 2. Okay, that's good combo. And MGS say niche has the slow feeding disc, right? The control disc as well. Yep. Okay, let's see here. Niche control. I mean, again, so the disc is not. Uh, I know people use that. I think of it as a slow feeding. It's not. That's the reduce the popcorning too. So, but it's like ended up being like feeding slow, right? Okay, hold on a second. Okay, we have I think anyone use Lee Brewers for OGen 2? I do have Lee Brewers over there. I've been playing with it. I mean, there's so many different birds. Comes to 64 millimeters. So again, I mean, if you think about getting a grinder, I start with the 64 first. Okay, I think you're gonna have a good time with it. You have a lot more options, right? You have a lot more options. So it comes to filter coffee, OGen 2 is great. I mean, they're great. Okay, OGen 2 can't go wrong with that. But there's different birds out there as well. OGen 2 stock birds are fantastic. They definitely upgrade from the Jet 1. All right. Okay, if you're just joining us, we are talking about Bose Tamper earlier. Yeah, 53 millimeter. So feed, work on Bravo machines. It's fun to use. It's great. It's gonna be necessary at home, most likely not. But if you own a coffee cart, but again, I mean, if you have a boatload of money, okay, if you want to match with your touch, with your Bose Tamper, sure. I mean, it looks quite nice, isn't it? Yeah. Again, if you have extra money running around, definitely play with it. Okay, hopefully they will ship soon. Okay, hold on a second here. What's the Aaron say? I ordered the. Okay, good. Okay, Aaron ordered some birds a couple weeks ago. They haven't. I mean, here's the thing about these companies. I mean, a lot of demand worldwide. So yeah, especially with all the tariffs going on as well. Who knows what's going to happen, right? Okay, I saw someone's using timer turbo board for OGen too. That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, which means someone. I wonder you can just buy the turbo boards. I'm not quite sure. I mean, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, because it does a really good job. Comes to filter coffee. I like the turbo boards. All right, I think we are done for the morning. Okay, I'll be back later today. Okay, let's do one more. All right, let's do one more session. All right, let's have some fun with it. And let's see here. What's the Nikolai say? Yeah, let's bring out the O Gen 2. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's bring out the O Gen 2. Let's brew some filter coffee. Yeah, let's do some comparison. O Gen 2 versus something else. Okay, yeah, let's do that. All right, guys. I'm gonna see you guys in about, I don't know, about 3, 4 hours.